This is the Negro Ninja. And today I'm going to tell y'all another stupid incident that happened in the park. Okay. And the funny thing about this is, it goes back to the points I've been saying for years. All right. When a bitch likes you, she does stupid shit. When she hates you, she rewards you. So I'm minding my own Negro business as usual. I'm in the park stretching. I got my shirt off just doing shit. Okay. And a middle aged white bitch approaches me and tells me to come to a yoga class at 8:30 on Sunday in the morning. Okay, she said, "Hey, we always out here every Sunday at 8:30 up under the stage stretching. Okay, you should come to our class. My friend, I think she said Christy or something along them lines, teaches the class." Okay, now once again, I'm minding my own Negro business. And I get into a lot of debates about whether or not to approach these hoes. But this bitch came out of her way, walk all the way over there to me just to talk to me. So she approached me. Okay. And the funny thing about this is, there was really no reason for her to be talking to me. And I have made this very clear numerous times that just because a woman approaches you don't necessarily mean it's good. Okay. Because people make a lot of complaints, about being curved and they get gaslighted. Maybe it's your approach, but you have to realize I didn't do shit. This bitch came all the way up here, okay, and she did what ended up happening. All right, so we're going to continue this. All right, so I continue stretching or whatever. Her kids coming around me playing and all this type of stuff, which is probably what made her want to talk to me anyway. So as I'm leaving or whatever, she stops me. She says, "So remember 8:30 at Sunday at the stage. Be there." I said, "Okay," but I didn't get her name. We didn't exchange names or numbers. Because I figured if everything went smooth, maybe we can, keep in contact then if I like the people. Because I have seen them out there prior before. But it wasn't on the Sunday. It was just like on a random Thursday or Wednesday or something. Or Friday. I forgot what day it was, but it was, right after I got off work or something. So I have seen them, and the chick that taught the class is hot. And I seen a couple of girls that I thought was okay or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that'll be a nice little, little networking opportunity. Let's just, I need some better friends anyway, right? So fuck it, let's just see. And the yoga that they're doing, let's put it in perspective, because I will not be doing no yoga the way you can just sit down and just put your hand in the stupid A-OK motion, meditating. I don't do that meditating bullshit. Okay, they just basically mean stretching, because they're not doing nothing crazy. Like, when I'm stretching by myself, I do way crazier stuff than they was doing on the stage. Okay, so you have to just say something attractive. Okay, like for instance, when I first started stretching in the park, this Indian dude was trying to start a conversation with me. "So you doing yoga?" I said, "No, I'm just stretching." And he did like this. And just started walking. He wanted to spark up a conversation, but he didn't know how to go from there. And I didn't want to talk to him anyway, because I'm like, I'm up here for hoes, Go over there with your kids and your wife, and all y'all keep trying to talk to me. Okay, but I don't think he was gay though. But people just want to talk to you because you're awesome, and that should be annoying. When there's people that you don't want talking to you. So anyway, fast forward to today. Time is now 6:36 p.m. on a Sunday. All right, so I come up there at 8 o'clock in the morning. I get ready, prepare myself and all this type of stuff. And I come to the park and I see this one black bitch on the swing. Okay, and she looks doable. Okay, so let's just paint this picture. She was okay looking. She looked doable. The only thing I didn't like was the bitch was walking around in this little nightcap, whatever the hell you call this shit, the red, swinging back and forth on the swing, and she looking, and all this type of stuff. So I'm like, 8:30, nobody's here. Are these people by the bathroom here? No, they're runners. So I'm like, let me just sit here. Maybe I just get here earlier. I didn't get a number in there, so maybe they kind of changed the time to slightly a little bit after that. So I started seeing women pull up. Okay, and they pretty hot too. Okay, I give them at least a 6 and 7 or whatever. So they was pretty decent looking. With the yoga pants all slim and petite. Some was actually bad too. So maybe a couple of them was probably about an 8. 8.5, 9 maybe. I would say like 8.5 or close to the 9 at the highest. And then I just stopped one of them, and I'm very careful because I don't trust white hoes. Okay, as much as I'm cool with a lot of them, you just don't really know what you're dealing with sometimes. Because I don't trust bitches in general. Something like I gotta walk up to one of these bitches and actually approach them to ask them a question. Okay, so I'm like, let me be careful with this one. All right, so I seen this one bitch, and I was like, have you ever seen them out here doing yoga at 8:30? She said, oh yeah. Okay, and then she said, yeah, this yoga building down here. I'm like, oh, so it's a yoga building down here. I never really thought about it. Yeah, but you have to sign up. I think they would want you to do everything online. You have to sign up online and this, that, and this. I said, oh, okay. And somebody told me to meet them here at 8:30. It's gonna be a class. So let me just chill for a little bit longer, maybe a few minutes longer. Then I actually walk down there and go in the door and talk to the people behind the desk. I'm like, yeah, somebody said y'all have a class at 8:30 in the morning. Oh yeah, okay. Our classes are on 6 o'clock on a Friday in the morning. And I'm like, oh, this bitch already now fucked up. Because I already thought maybe she just told me the wrong day. It's on a Friday at 6:15 or something, she said. Or 6:30 or whichever one. And then she goes on a rant. And I was like, bitch, I just asked you a simple question. I ain't asked you to tell me what y'all be doing outside of that. Oh, yeah, our class is usually with dumbbells. And I'm like, this bitch is going on a tangent. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Okay. But I was thinking it, but I ain't say it. And they was two decent looking white chicks too, like a six, like a high 6'7". Okay, you'll do each one of them. Like that was highly doable. If she smashed and she went around telling people, you would not tell her to stop. No, you wouldn't tell neither of them to stop. Okay, it'll just boost your your points. Okay, nice thin petite white chicks. All right. So anyway, and then, she just started talking, and I was just like, oh, okay. So she was basically just talking to me because she wanted a reason to talk to me. And just told me anything and got me out here looking stupid. Then that's just basically how I summed it up when I left. And I didn't say it nasty. I didn't insult nobody. I just said what she did. Because, people don't want you talking about other people to them. Okay. Because they the same person. So it's like you talking to them about them or something. Because what happened right after that, this girl gave me that little narcissistic look like. I can't even do it though, but that's how she looked like. But I was gonna do that to you at some time in your life. She ain't like that shit. Okay, and I was, and I clearly made it clear that I was pretty annoyed because you got to just think about this. Hoes are notorious for this. Not even, it's funny because I heard another dude say this right here. He said, "You'll be happy if a bitch gave you a notice that she was finna stand you up on a date." I'm like, a hoe will do that shit. They'll just act like the shit didn't happen and don't even tell you they ain't coming. I'm like, he right about that. I forgot what the hell I was watching, but he was complaining about a chick complaining about why she can't get a dude. I'm like, yeah, they full of shit. So I said, you know what, this really pissed me off, and I just go back up there, and it's still early, so the only person that's there is that little black bitch on the swing. Okay, and I go to my usual spot to stretch. Okay, except the sun was out because it's 8. I'm like, damn, the sun is beaming. I had my shirt off or whatever, so that's probably the best type of view because, I'm all glistening and stuff, and, and I'm telling how I look is on, I don't know how people see me, but they just be mesmerized, the girls. So I'm just minding my own Negro business. Okay, and I look over to see the girl on the swing. She's all like, hold on, let me see what she did. She was, okay. And then the first thought that came to my head was, I bet you $5 if a nigga was here with me right now, he'll say, go over there and talk to her, bro. She over there staying you out. And I was just thinking to myself, this bitch look retarded. Why the fuck should I go over there and talk to her? Bitch, I'm me. Okay. If you that interested, I shouldn't have to do shit, but just whip my dick out and you come and suck it. That's just the way it's true. Okay. Fuck I look like. So I say, this too hot. So I pick up my mat and I go over there by the stage and it's shady over there. Okay, except, let me go back. I kind of forgot. I think I noticed her looking when I decided to move. I felt her looking like a motherfucker. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna move. So I go over here and then set my mat up. facing this way. She on this side. Okay. So we face to face now. Okay. So now she can't slick watch me without me seeing her. Okay. Then I just started stretching. And I wasn't really trying to make her hot or nothing, but once the stretches got more advanced, I noticed that she got up and left. They always do that shit. Okay, check out the previous park stories. I forgot what they're called. I think it's called I think the one that is more relevant to this one is called something along the lines of women fear attractiveness. I think it's part two or something. But anyway, and that's what they do. They'll get hot. Now, if the situation was reversed, and let's just say I'm minding my own Negro business, and she was stretching, she would do her best to try to get me as rock solid as possible in hopes that I would come over there so she can curve me. Okay, that's what would have happened. So when she gets hot, she want to get the fuck on. They always do that shit. It never freaking fails. Okay, the only time they don't leave is when they just know that, oh, there's nothing that you can do. I'm not alone. This, that, and this. So when you can get them, they will vanish on your ass. Okay, they find shit to do. Like I said, just watch that video. Um I don't feel like going back to copy and paste the link, but it's called Women Fear Attractiveness. Some Women Fear Attractiveness Part 2 or something. It'll pop up if you type it in. All right. So I get annoyed at that because I know why she left. Okay, bitch was up there. She could have stayed there. She ain't had shit to do. So, you know, I go and stretch on the wall, do a wall that requires me to stretch on the wall or something. And I walk back to my yoga mat and I see this bitch walking, a thin white bitch. She wasn't particularly the most beautiful thing in the world. Now she was okay, middle age, maybe average, not bad or nothing, but nothing to write home about. And I just felt her looking, just a strong feeling, and I just looked, and I just say, and as soon as I did that, she do like this, and then that's when I just get frustrated at this point, and I actually say this. I didn't yell it, but I said it. I said, women are stupid. And I'm pretty sure she heard it, but that really pissed me off because of how they respond. Okay, to attractiveness, things that they actually like, men that they actually like. It's always stupid. Okay, she was already walking close. Then the second time she she did the second lap, she decided to walk away from me as much as possible until she collected her head. I was like, you some stupid bitches. I hate you hoes. I really do. Okay, in perspective, not all the way. You get what I'm saying? Okay, but technically dudes do have a right to just flat out hate these bitches because of shit like that. You do things you're supposed to be doing, and they reward your good for evil. They reward your good for stupidity. Stupid. Okay, but it picked back up, because more hot chicks started coming in, flirting or whatever, but it just get annoying. It was to the point to the day where I was just about to start just telling bitches, don't fucking look at me, you dumb bitch. Because they just so stupid. Like, what's the payoff? You know what I mean? It's always them expecting you to do some shit. Okay, and they do absolutely nothing. Don't even do a good job at trying to be sexy a lot of times. Niggas do the work for them. Look at how she looking in that damn nightcap. This bitch ain't kept, but I know if she was, she'd look good. That's the niggas do the work for bitches. You do all the work for bitch. That's how bitches act. And this whole scenario, the way it pissed me off in the first place, is because I'm hot in the first place. That's what's make this shit stupid. If a bitch was in a similar situation, oh, she's hot. And if a dude said, hey, come to this party, guess what the fuck is going to happen? Some good shit. She finna get some free food. Okay, she finna end up, maybe even getting other niggas that she didn't even come there to get. That's going to take her out. Niggas just, here, let me just serve you, even though you're a 5. And to be honest with you, a lot of these bitches don't really be 5s. That's just generosity. A lot of these hoes be lacking, like maybe like a 4.5 or something. Or a 3.5. Okay. Approaching a 4. And let's just keep it real. Okay. Because it just goes back to what I was saying. It's about that pleasure thing. When you give a woman pleasure, she feels like she is nothing. And the reality is, that is how she should feel when you stop to think about it. Cause it's and that proves the shit I've been saying for years. Okay, we're not supposed to be pleasing these hoes. They're supposed to be pleasing us. Okay, it just reminds her, bitch, you can't do your job. They don't want to do their job, but to be reminded of it, don't be reminding me I ain't can't do shit correctly, nigga. Okay, now if you're not attractive and you one of them Teddy Graham looking ass niggas, they don't mind that because if you look at interviews of what women like when they was talking about how women prefer the dad bods, and to be honest with you got to take that type of stuff with a grain of salt. Okay, it just like I said when talking about women, it's very elusive, much like bitch. They over here, they over there, so you can't just stay like this. You got to catch them bitches. When I see your dumb ass over here, I see you stupid bitch. Okay, just like Dragon Ball Z. Okay, shroom, shroop, shroop, shroop. That's how you gotta be. You gotta stay on them hoes. Okay, and they was talking about how when the man is all cut and defined, and I know this for a fact, like chicks, like when I was like a little smaller than this. Let's say if I'm like 156 or something, while still being ripped and cut like this, that intimidates a lot of them even more. Okay, because it reminds them that they should be, you know, weighing less than that. Because to be honest with you, a lot of chicks really gonna be like about the same weight, about 150, 145, or they'll be like 160, 170. And it reminds them that them bitches need to be in the gym and they ain't doing what the fuck they supposed to be doing. Okay, that's why when you get that's why you see them going for them Teddy Graham niggas. So if they see a dude that's cut, he got to be like real huge, like them bodybuilders type huge, just because it makes her feel small. Like women are very weird. So the better you look, the more the more issues you're gonna get with them. And speaking of those real big niggas, a lot of them wish they can be, not as big as they are and still have the ripness. A nigga was telling me that in high school. I wish I was like you, man. Don't nobody want to be this big. And then you cutting all this. I'm like, see? Okay, so just imagine how intimidated. That's admiration. Okay, so if a dude giving you props like that, it's only natural for these worldly hoes to try to tear you down for those same qualities. All right, and while I'm on this subject, okay, and I'm just gonna allude to somebody. I'm not gonna just call you out just yet. Not yet. It's not necessary. Okay, tell me why I'm hearing somebody else talk about, oh, girls are, what dudes be looking at me sideways because their girlfriends be checking me out. Okay, that's how pathetic niggas are with biting your shit. No, damn well they don't go through that shit. Okay, so I'm just saying, if y'all know somebody is doing this type of stuff, call them out. Why it shouldn't have to be me because when you call people out for stealing your shit, everybody else, oh man, you a hater. He got more subs. They gonna call you the hater for calling somebody else out. If people like your shit, if people watch your shit and they fuck with it, they supposed to be calling people out so you don't look crazy for doing it. Then that's when it makes sense for me to, get up in somebody's grill, okay, because it'll be people backing me up, making me not look crazy. All right, because I was this close to not even doing videos because of the thievery. I'm like, this shit here getting out of hand. Okay, then the same, like I said, I'm just finna allude to it, and I want you to know. Oh no, my bad. And I bet you nobody would even put who I'm talking about in the comments. I bet you won't. If you know who I'm talking about, put the name in the comment. So ever since I started making videos of recently, like in the past month or whatever, saying, "Oh man, I've been seeing this person bite my shit." Every time I click on the stream, this motherfucker bite my shit, just sprinkling it on there. Tell me why the first time I saw it, the chat was open for everybody to comment on. And then when I made a video alluding to somebody doing that shit, the second time I saw him stream, it had members only. So who am I talking about? Put it in the comments. And since this is 20 minutes, let me just wrap this up. So going back, all that hell just for that inconvenience came from a chick just liking the way I look and wanted to talk to me and didn't have shit to say. So just come out there and finesse niggas. Okay. And so I guess this can be part three to, women fear attractiveness or they respond dumb to it sometimes. But I know it's just an Atlanta thing, even though technically I'm in Sandy Springs. Okay, but it's pretty stupid. And people say that, oh, y'all the ones, y'all keep looking for all the bad in whores. It's maybe it's your approach. No, this bitch came up to me and still curved me, and I ain't even do shit. Okay, and I think I have other videos talking about this junk. And I think the Omegle videos is also a good supplement to this type of stuff too. And that's all I got to say for this rant. And this has been the Negro Ninja bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.